O Diyos, aming Ama, ang lahat ng nilalang ay marapat na sumamba sa iyo. Higit sa iyong mga biyaya, sinasamba ka namin dahil ikaw ay ikaw. Lumalapit kami sa iyo, dakilang tagapaglikha, nagsusumamo at humihingi ng kapatawaran. Kami ay nagkulang at nagkasala. Patawarin mo kami sa katigasan ng aming mga puso. Turuan mo kami at dalhin sa inyong kalooban. Tingnan mo kami ng may awa at kahabagan. Hilumin mo po ang aming bayan, ang aming mga mahal sa buhay, kaibigan, kapitbahay, karatigbayan, ganon din ang aming mga kaaway sa pandemyang kinahaharap namin sa COVID-19. Isama niyo na rin ang mga may sakit sa iba't ibang karamdaman. Panginoon, balutin mo kami ng inyong kaluwalhatian. Itago mo kami sa lilim ng inyong mga pakpak laban sa anumang kapahamakan o wala sa oras na kamatayan. Kristo, ang tinapay ng buhay, alalahanin niyo po ang mga namumuno sa aming bansa, ang mga ilaw at haligi ng bawat tahanan, at mga kawani na nagtatanggol sa aming seguridad at mga frontliners. Batid mo, Panginoon, ang mga dinaraanan at bawat ganap sa aming buhay. Espiritong Banal, aming tanggulan at gabay, imulat ang aming mga mata at ipakita si Jesus ang Panginoon at tagapagligtas, ang nag-iisang katotohanan at tanging daan tungo sa Ama. Wala nang iba. Purihin ka, O aming Diyos. Ang presensya mo ay tunay na biyaya ng aming buhay. Ito ang aming samot panalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus, Kordero ng Diyos na nag-aalis ng kasalanan ng mundo. Amen.
Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kanta at programang Tatak Pinoy. Napapanood at napapakinggan kahit saan ka man. Streaming worldwide. In South Manila, this is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin. Ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program anchors and producers and do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of this station. Here now is the program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erika Mison, together with her fellow millennials, they will be making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.
Good afternoon, everyone. So you are now tuned in. You're now watching Making a Difference. So this is a show created to inspire and motivate the youth of today. My name is Erika Mison, and I will be your host and online friend. Okay, so last episode, I interviewed four professionals. Now they all had one thing in common. Actually, even me, we all had one thing in common, and we were actually all homeschooled. So you could see their, how do I say this, their lives transition. Some of them went from homeschool to regular school. Some of them regular school to homeschool. So you could see the different views. They're different. They told their different stories as well. So if you want to know more about homeschooling and how it has really made an impact, how it really made a difference in their lives, you can check out that episode. It is on our YouTube channel, so that's V81 Radio. We also have it on Facebook, on V81 Radio's Facebook, and on Making a Difference Facebook. So you could check out that episode after after this episode. And while you are watching, maybe you would be interested in munching on some goodies. So today, Phoebe's Oven actually sent me some goodies. I actually have their lemon squares. Check it out, you guys. That looks super good, right? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna eat this later. And they also have their very famous sushi bake. You know how sushi bake is super kilala nowadays. You know, a lot of people are selling and making sushi bake. So Phoebe's Oven, they have their own sushi bake. This one is their new one though. This is with adlai rice. So if you want a more healthier option, you can choose their adlai rice. So it's this one. It's this one right here. It looks very, very good. I really did not eat it just to show you guys how good it looks, and it tastes really, really amazing. So yeah, check them out. That's Phoebe's Oven. They are on Instagram and they are also on Facebook. So while you're watching my episodes, it would be nice to munch on something, diba? So might as well order from them. All right. So for this week's episode, we're gonna take it back a notch. If you've been following my my show for quite some time, I would do episodes where I would check up on my fellow youth, my fellow millennials, just to see how they're doing, what they're up to, and how they're coping, especially with the whole pandemic. So this week, it's actually going to be really interesting because I invited my friends who are currently in Spain, and they are going to share their stories. What's it like being far away from their family and what they're up to, how they're coping. So yeah, if you have any questions for them, by the way, feel free to comment down below. And before we start, I'm seeing some comments. I just wanna shout out to my best friend Trish Penson. Thank you so much. I really tried to curl my hair today for this, but yeah, thank you. She's my best friend since birth. So hi, I miss you so much, and I hope to see you soon. And of course, another shout out to our CDAs. You know what? Can I just say, most of the guests that I have here are my batchmates. So I went to De La Salle College of St. Benilde and I took up Consular and Diplomatic Affairs. So a lot of my guests today are actually my batchmates. And we have here our now dean. So during our time, we're not that old, but during our time, he was the chairperson, and now he is the dean. Sir Gary Ador Dionisio, very we love you, Sir Gary, and we super miss you. Thanks for watching and super supporting us, especially when I would have CDA guests. So, by the way, if you are, you know, if you are, if you want to know what CD, actually, bago na yung name, hindi na siya Consular and Diplomatic Affairs, diba, Sir Gary? So, check out Benilde if you guys are applying right now to college. Check out De La Salle College of St. Benilde and then look for the School of Diplomacy and Governance. So, bago na rin yung name ng school. And yeah, go promise that course, if you want to get into, let's say, if you want to study international relations or if you want something that's related to politics, CDA is the way to go, you guys. So check out the La Salle College of St. Benilde. And yeah, and then there's one more. I want to shout out to Erjan Nieva. Sir Gary, no, si EJ Nieva, my very good companion in Madrid. So, actually, sir, there's a program in Benilde, so it's the language program. So you have to take a certain language. I took up French, and you have the option to do this language program in Spain or in France. So during that time, Sir Gary was with them when they went to Madrid. And yeah, so hi EJ, if you're watching, ano daw, shout out ko daw. So there we go. Yeah. So now, okay, enough with the shout outs. I want to introduce you guys, my friends who are currently in Spain right now. I'd like to call on, so we have Bianca Balandan, we have Nicole Duran, Jigger de Guzman, we also have Bianca Buenconsejo and Paulo Rodriguez. Okay, so there. Bianca. And then Nicole and Jigger. Sorry, ang dami ko nang sinabi na names. We're waiting for Nicole de Guzman and Nicole Duran and Jigger de Guzman. Sorry, got that mixed up. But yeah, there's okay. So we have two Biancas here today, and then you're both ano pa? What's this? Bianca B. You're both Bianca B.
Oh
Bianca B.
yeah, nga.
Okay, so yeah, how are we gonna? I'll say Bianx. Okay, usually I call Bianca Buenconsejo Bianx. Okay, there we go. So there's Nicole and
Bia. Bia is okay.
Okay, Bia na lang. Okay, that's your new nickname. Okay, so again, Bianca Balandan, there's Jigger de Guzman, Nicole Duran, Bianca Buenconsejo, and Paulo Rodriguez. Okay, so these are my friends who are currently in Spain. So where in Spain are you guys? Are you guys in the same area or no?
Yes, we are. More or less, yeah. We're all in Madrid.
Okay, Madrid. So how far are you guys from each other?
Yeah.
10 minutes
Yeah.
away, 15 minutes away. Mga
Well, I would say about 20 minutes by train from each other at most.
By train.
That's not all the center. More or less.
Yeah, probably maybe I don't know 2 kilometers away from each other.
Yeah.
Really near. So we're all in the center of Madrid, and yeah, we're all here and we're all in reach. We can visit each other by we can walk to other houses or we can take the train.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's all convenient here.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Like, I mean, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Why are you guys pala in Spain in the first place?
Right. Okay, so we're here on for the language assistance program. It's called Auxiliares de Conversación. So basically, we're helping the Spanish teachers here teach English to primary and secondary students. So if you're teaching primary, which I'm teaching primary school, I teach English, science, and art to grades 4, 5, and 6.
Wow.
And yeah, it's different for the others.
Yeah.
So, how about you, Nicole? Are you teaching the same grade or different?
Well, I got my school assignment here, and I will be teaching the same grades, I guess, because I'm still in teaching primary. But then last school year, I was actually not in Madrid. I was in Valencia. So when I was in Valencia, I was teaching grades 1 to 6. So yeah, more or less the same. But then what I heard here in Madrid is that you're gonna be focused on a specific grade, right?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
it depends on the school.
Well, okay, yeah.
Okay. So why did you, sorry, if I may ask lang, why did you want to move from Valencia to Madrid?
Well, to be honest, because I wasn't really placed in Valencia city. I was placed in this well, it was also a city, but it was a very small city called Castellon de la Plana. And a lot of my friends were here in Madrid, and every time I would visit, I just loved the city and I miss the city. So I decided to move here the next year because there's just nothing to do in Castellon. There's really nothing.
I understand, I understand. So it was more of like the countryside, if I'm not mistaken.
More or less, yeah. Well, beachside. I mean, there's a beach, but sa totoo lang, I couldn't even swim in the beach kasi sobrang lamig. So there's no point.
Okay, okay. And okay, so Bia and Paolo, what grades do you teach naman? I guess in the same school.
Go ahead, please.
So I teach high school. So from first year until yung mga magka-college na. And then I teach like music, English, and technology. So I'm not just restricted sa English subject. So I also learn about like levers para maturuan ko sila ng lesson in English. So that's what I basically do. But Paolo's like all of us.
Yeah,
Sobrang iba.
mine naman is, it's called Formación Profesional. So instead of teaching like primary or secondary students, I teach adults who are training to be aircraft and automotive mechanic. So I teach like 30, 40-year-olds, which is a different challenge because it get them to respect the teacher, who is visually usually very young or way younger than they are.
And
So,
they have a very low level of English. Then, hello, hi kind of level. So, talagang may language barrier. Kasi, Paolo came in talaga without words
I know
in
all.
Spanish. Hola, ¿qué tal? Yun lang. And then, tapos
Yeah.
yung conversation.
Yeah. Okay. Wait lang. Because you guys took a
Yeah.
French, wait. You took a French, right? In college? Where did
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
We did.
Okay,
We
okay.
were blockmates at that one time.
Yeah. So wait lang. Okay, okay. Get. So that's really, I didn't know that. Okay. Actually, okay, interesting, interesting. Okay, and Bianca naman,
Hi.
you also, no, but I know you were there before the rest,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was here a year before then. But I wasn't in Madrid. Like Nicole, at my first year, I wasn't in Madrid. I was at the north of Spain. It was a very small suburb. I won't even say it's a city, it's a suburb. And well, it was lonely. It got really lonely, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm from Manila. I'm from the city. So then my second year I decided I'd go to Madrid, and I taught primary last year. But unlike Jigger, I only did English. I was very surprised. Now you do science, you do math. I don't do
Different,
math.
Yeah.
I mean, even with English
Different
itself, it's
school.
struggle. Like,
Uh-huh.
but yeah.
Okay, okay. So yun pala. So you also did the whole language program then before
Yeah.
these guys. Okay. All right. So again, anyone can answer, but how are you guys? I mean, we are all going through this pandemic. No matter where we are, the whole world is going through this pandemic. I just want to check up on you guys. I mean, you are far away. You have each other, yes, friends, but you are far away from your families. A lot of people would want to be with their families now during the pandemic. So how are you? How are you guys? How are you guys coping?
Mhm.
Again, anyone?
So well, here in Spain, it's not really as strict back home Because back home, I know that there's a, I think, what do you guys in ECQ?
Well, now,
MCQ, yeah. But here, it's pretty in the new normal stage because we can travel to different regions, but of course you have to wear the mask. Social distancing, there is rules still about social distancing here, but it's not really being followed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty more relaxed here, and yeah, how we're coping up now is we're just living life through other means. Like since we're not teaching now, we're doing. So some are doing online classes. Me, I'm doing. I found like freelance writing gigs back home, and then yeah, we still get to go out, but yeah, we always have to make sure that we're clean, and we always have to
Yeah.
stay healthy. So yeah.
yeah. Actually, I was just gonna ask you guys if you're still working.
Mhm.
So who
Yeah.
here is still working? Are you guys all still working or?
Yeah.
All still
Yes.
working, but
I
yeah,
am. Yeah, I'm working. I'm still working.
Yeah.
yeah, just working.
That's great. Okay. You know what? It is just really nice to see you guys because at our age, I mean, well, I don't know. Me, I'm still here in the Philippines,
Mhm.
but they're talaga super adulting.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the theme of the day is adulting. I'm
Oh, yeah.
gonna put here. Um, the show before my show, Beauty in a Box, they were also talking about adulting. And Aliyah Ambray, the anchor, she's also here. I see her in the comments. So
Hi,
hi,
Ali.
Aliyah. She's there. She's there.
Hi,
So
Leah. I
Ayun,
miss
yeah.
I
you.
miss
I love
you.
you.
yeah, there she is. Okay. So we're all know each other somehow.
Yeah.
The world is very small. But yeah, okay, so going back. Um yeah, at such an early age, you were put into this situation.
Oh, yeah.
Were you guys kind of scared at first? Kasi, di ba
Yeah.
Spain was hit first with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what,
Yeah.
I mean, any thoughts on that for you guys? Like, nervous? Ano
Well,
ba gagawin ko? I
A
don't know what to
week
do for.
before lockdown, my family was supposed to come here.
Oh, yeah?
Like, yeah, like my parents, my sister, my grandma, like the whole shebang, my whole family was supposed to come here. And because they wanted to be here before my birthday. But and then like I would still was like, maybe it's gonna be okay. I mean, it's just 2 weeks. It's just a 2 week lockdown. Eventually it will open up, and then until they couldn't leave Manila na. Like, and then they wouldn't, and then Spain wouldn't let anyone enter na. And I was like, and I couldn't admit it to myself na it's real. Like it's super hard to like think that okay, I was so happy at first that we wouldn't have class for 2 weeks. But that was like 2 weeks and then a month and then another month and then we never returned.
Yeah.
Basically, it never like
Yeah.
our work was just from October to March
Yeah.
when it
We
was
only-
supposed to be until June.
Yep. So yeah, for us, we only got to experience like 5.5 months of the program,
Yeah.
and then everything went online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Exactly. On our end, man, it's not gonna lie. During the first months down, I became extremely like paranoid
Oh yeah.
to the
Yeah.
point
Paranoid.
where it kept me up all night. Yeah, especially since I heard the news about Spain being like one of the hardest hit countries in Europe. So the real test here is to train your mental your brain, if you know what I mean, to survive the pandemic in a foreign country mentally without overwhelming yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
So like
Naghanap kami ng coping mechanism.
Yeah.
So, Korean dramas, Modern Family.
I recently found out about Modern Family. Sorry if I'm late to the party. Yeah.
Okay.
Yun lang yan.
I'm
Yun
just-
lang yan napanood.
I'm just on season 3, so like I'm
Oh
happy.
my God.
That's what keeps
Like
us.
alone. Okay, but that's fine.
And
Modern
siyempre,
Family.
dun sa work. So, yeah. And work's also keeping us busy. Kahit naman na-cancel yung plans sa summer kasi we had so much plans. We were supposed to go, name it, dapat iikutin namin yung Pilipinas. But then na-cancel nga dahil sa pandemic. So, enjoy the best way we can in here while also trying to be safe. So, tinatry namin i-balance somehow, like having fun and then being safe.
Yeah.
Ganun. Since kami lang nandito. Even if you guys are here, young, Tiger, Nicole. So, ayun. Yun yung binabalance na. I don't know if it's...
Okay, understand. Actually, I was gonna ask you guys nga if have you guys seen each other lately?
No.
No.
No. When was the last time you guys saw each other?
The last time I saw Bianca and Paolo was when I was handing them Filipino groceries.
Oh,
In Callao.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the last time remember guys,
That's so Filipino.
because there's a Filipino store. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a Filipino
yeah.
store across my flat. And I messaged everyone. I was like, "You guys, let's help out this Filipino store here. Like, if you guys want a mix or something, we can just meet somewhere." And Bianca and Paolo lives near me, so we just met in the middle.
Okay.
And then we wanted to talk to Sana for a long time, but the police were staring at us. So we just went home.
So this is like months ago pa.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So for
wala na
us,
pang adobo.
yeah. So for Nicole and I, the last time we saw everyone else
Was around the time when Kix and
Kix and Arturo were going back home. So that was like July,
Okay.
right? Yeah, that was July. Yeah. Second week or third week of July.
Okay.
Yeah, we were crying. Dear was crying then.
Yeah, I almost cried.
And they said,
But I did feed everyone with adobo.
Yeah.
And the mother saying adobo daw.
Ang sarap. Super sarap.
Ang sarap.
It's really the best.
Ang naman ng adobo.
Oo.
Kahit may adobo ako dito.
But yeah, July. I think during that time, every people could go out already, and we all met in a park, and yeah, it was all relaxed, and police were not like telling people to go home.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone just had masks and like kept their distance.
Okay. All right. Okay, so there you go. To the viewers watching, so these guys are still in Madrid right now, and you got to hear their experiences and how they've been coping and what they've been up to. But we're gonna go on a break. We are gonna talk to these guys later on. But when we come back, we are gonna talk to two guys who are also part of this group. But there's a reason why I will talk to them separately. So don't leave just yet. We are going to be right back after these few announcements.
We'll be back shortly, making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila. Connected ka na ba para laging updated sa mga bagong shows, promos, trending news, viral videos, events, o patok na OPM hits? Just follow us on Facebook at V81 Radio South Manila. Simple lang, itype lang ang letter V81 Radio South Manila. O di ba madali lang, kaya i-like at i-follow na. May items ka na gustong ibenta? Or planning to buy something specific? Visit PinoyAds.ph, a free online classified ads na available to all. Post an ad para sa item that you want to sell. Or browse through the listing to find out what you're looking for. Connect with the community to explore, discover, buy and sell. Be the boss of every transaction sa PinoyAds.ph. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local, visit local, go local. kabayan. Naho-homesick ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang Tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. Are you ready to explore a new kind of music? Yung bang kakaiba na hindi mo pa napapakinggan? Mga bagong artist. Discover them, hear them in Napalm Hour. Ang Napalm ay ang new all-Pinoy alternative music source na para sa kakaibang musika. Alternative artists and bands all the time. Catch them at Napalm Hour. Mondays through Fridays, 12 noon to 1 p.m. and 8 to 9 p.m. Streaming live on V81 Radio mobile app. Kaya i-download mo na for free. Now na! Permant na! Maaga ang pamasko na hatid sa inyo ng Home Not Alone Songs from Home Season 2 ngayong September. Powerhouse OPM artists from Viva Records ang makakakwentuhan at kantahan ni Papa Gio, Janine Tinioso, Marion, Michael Keith, and Joe E. Kaya wag nang magpahuli. Tumutok na every Wednesday at 7 p.m. California time or Thursday 10 a.m. Philippine time. Kasama ang inyong maestro, si Papa Gio sa V81 Radio, Los Angeles. Now back to Making a Difference, only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.
All right, welcome back to Making a Difference. So if you're just tuning in right now, don't worry, you haven't missed out on a lot. Making a Difference is a show created to inspire and motivate us youth of today. So again, my name is Erika Mison and I will be your host for today. Well, actually, I am the host for Making a Difference. All right. So before the break, I interviewed five of my friends actually, who are currently in Madrid right now, and they got to share their experiences, especially being away from their loved ones, because during this pandemic. But don't worry, we're gonna have them back on again later on in the show. Right now, I will be interviewing two of my friends, and there is actually a reason why I have them on a separate segment. So I'd like to call on Art Rojas and Akaiko Rodero. There they are. There's
Hello.
Akaiko and there's Art. Hey,
Hi. Hi, guys.
you doing? How are you guys?
Doing good. Doing good. Just staying at home right now.
Mm. Okay. So wait, what do you mean? Where home? Where are you guys right now?
I'm currently here in Manila sa Taguig, BGC, staying with my parents. Yeah. Kicks.
Ako naman, I'm in Legazpi City right now sa Bicol Region 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So these guys, they're actually here in Manila, but they arrived. When did you guys arrive? Sorry.
We
July
arrived
18
on July 18. July 18.
July.
Correct.
It's been 2 months. Almost
Okay.
2 months.
So Akaiko and Art, they did the same program in Spain, and they did one whole year there. So now they're back, and I just want to talk to you guys about your experiences. So how was your experience in Madrid? You guys were in Madrid also, right? With the
Yes.
rest of the
Both of us were in Madrid, just like all of the other guys then. So same story. I teach secondary students in a small town about 45 minutes away from Madrid city center. So I teach first year high school kids until fourth year. I taught history, PE, English, computer class. Ang weird na mga subjects ko but yeah, that's what I was assigned to. I even taught chemistry. Not my best subjects, pero it was quite easy. Kasi basically we would just mainly assist the teachers in making activities, reading textbooks, giving them instructions, and stuff like that. So ganun lang naman, even though we
Okay, wala.
subject.
Okay, there.
Ayun, I'm back.
It's okay.
Even though we didn't have the proper knowledge on those subjects, nakayanan pa naman namin. So it's just basically us reiterating everything in English, making sure the students are, understanding us correctly, even correcting the teachers then ganun, making sure everything, the grammar is right, what they're saying is right, and everything else makes sense.
Okay.
So yeah.
How about you, Akaiko? What grade did you teach? Or what age?
Ako naman, I taught secondary. So, secondary nila, that's basically first year college, first year high school to junior and senior high school. Yun. Tapos, yun naman, I taught only English, no? Yun yung pinagkaiba ko kay Arturo.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was only assigned to teach English. Tapos, what else? Yung sa akin naman, it's not merely assisting the teachers kasi inassign talaga nila ako to take over the class for an hour. So talagang I was like the main teacher, giving the lessons and everything. Thus, I was also the one preparing the lesson plans for the lesson.
Okay.
So parang teacher talaga.
Oo nga eh. Were you guys assigned the grade levels or you chose?
We had a preference.
Yeah.
So in applying for this program, they made us choose first of all yung region. So pinili namin Madrid. Tapos under that, they would make you choose whether you want to teach primary or secondary. Initially, I chose primary, pero na-assign ako sa secondary.
Same.
Majority of the people choose primary. So naubuso siguro ng slots. Assign kami sa secondary. Ayun.
Okay.
Pero mas okay siguro yung secondary kaysa sa primary.
Yeah, no, I found secondary, I think, to be better, I guess, because the students are more disciplined. Syempre, may edad na sila, they're older. They're not like kids who, you have to get their attention. You have to, since they aren't really that good with English, then you have to dumb down a little bit yung conversation with them. Unlike if you're having conversation with, the secondary kids. Basta nakakaintindi sila. So it's easier to converse in English with them and teach them.
Okay. Makes sense. That makes sense. And wait, sorry, na-curious ako sa PE. Art. Was it like in college? May tayo, physical fitness. PE.
Well,
sorry,
PE, it's basically like our PE. Yung normal PE, we had dance there, we had volleyball, we had fitness classes. So, lahat yun, ang pinapagawa lang sa akin ng gym teacher doon is to set up yung mga obstacles nila or explain the rules of the game, become a referee, do them, yung mga stretches, mga ganon. Tapos sometimes they would make me go to the library one-on-one with the students. Tapos bibigyan ako ng handout. I'll go over through the handout, making sure that they understand everything. Like, if you do this stretch, kunwari, what does it benefit you? What benefit does it do to your body? Ganon. What's the importance with teamwork, yung mga ganon. Basic, PE stuff. So, yeah, I had PE twice a week. It's weird there sa atin, we usually have PE like once a week lang. They have it twice a week there. I don't know. They give it a little bit more importance for some reason.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah. I mean, tayong tatlo, we took the same course, right? Consular and diplomatic affairs. How was it like teaching? I mean, we don't really have a background on education. Iba yung forte natin. So, what was it like being an actual teacher? Especially for Akaiko. Because Akaiko, you mentioned that they gave you the class. So you were, you know. Yeah. So how was that for you, Akaiko?
Sa akin, actually, easy lang sa akin to be honest. Kasi feeling ko lang parang nagre-report ako sa college. Yun lang talaga, para ka lang nagre-report sa college. Tapos yun. Pero
Not only
I would ask the teacher a day before kung ano yung tinakin nila so that I could prepare something related dun sa lesson na yun. Tapos yun.
Yeah.
Actually, yun lang talaga. Parang nasa college ka lang.
Okay. Namimiss nyo na ba yung Spain?
Yeah, sobra.
To be honest,
Ako,
yeah, we do miss it.
may European withdrawal pa rin ako.
What is your
Hinahanap-hanap namin yung
Yes. Nahanap. Ano yung hinahanap nyo?
hindi yung weather. Ngayon kasi
Yeah, weather.
palamig na ng palamig doon. It's starting to get colder. Ano pa ba?
Plus
Yung
the
lifestyle,
convenience.
it's very the convenience, yung commute mo doon, it's not hassle at all. Tapos paglalabas ka, basta iba yung vibe eh. Alam mo dito kasi pag lumabas ka sa bahay mo, iba yung ano eh, di ba? Pag nasa kalye ka, it's different eh. Doon mas malinis. Ano ba?
Lahat naka-dress
Oh,
up.
mas maganda lang talaga. Nakaayos yung mga tao, maganda yung surroundings.
Yeah.
Ayun.
Para siyang, I could say para siyang Manila pero in a high standard.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Kasi same personality din ng mga tao. Actually, hindi namin na-feel talaga mga culture shock talaga. Yun lang, para siyang Pilipinas pero in a high standard lang.
Okay. And I'm sure madami na rin Filipinos in Madrid. Kayo nga, you're
Yeah, madami.
Very, very. Marami.
parang it's like you never left home, no?
Actually, there's a Filipino community there sa Tepuan.
So do you guys meet up with that Filipino community?
From time to time. I mean, we don't meet up there, but since Kicks and Jigger lives within the area. Actually, miski sila, Bianca sila. Malapit sila sa area na yun eh. So whenever we would meet up, nakakita kami ng maraming mga Pinoy din sa kalye na malalaman mo na lang. Minsan sila yung mga owner ng mga tindahan doon. Burger sa restaurant, alimentasyon, para malilit nila mga grocery doon. Yeah, ayun. May mga Filipino restaurants din doon. So, masaya. Pag namimiss namin yung Manila, dadalaw lang kami doon sa community na yun or kakain kami sa Filipino restaurant. So, ayun. Nakaka-cope naman din. Nakakatulong din.
I have a question. This is actually a personal question popped in my head right now. So you guys were teachers. Did you get to also share yung Filipino culture? Like, were you guys given that chance?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Sa akin, in my case, kasi ang maganda sa school ko, naswerte nga ako. Kasi they gave me the freedom to do yung kung paano ko i-prepare yung lessons. Tapos parang every month, meron akong piniprepare na something cultural. Like, for example, in December, I showcased the Filipino Christmas culture. Nagulat nga sila na we start the Christmas on September 1.
Yeah.
So parang nagulat sila.
Background natin. Christmas na.
Wait, plus
Ngayon na, Pasko na.
Gusto nila si Jose Marichan.
Really?
yeah. Gusto nila si Jose Marichan.
Cute naman. No, pala grabe si Jose Marichan. Abot
Pang international talaga.
I know. Okay, there's a question here. Do your students understand English 100%? So this was a question asked by a viewer.
No, not all of them. Not all of them. And it depends then. There's sometimes, in my experience, I've taught first-year students who have a better grasp in English than those in my fourth-year classes. So it varies talaga depending on their exposure. Siguro growing up, ganon. But siguro I would say they have a pretty good understanding of English naman, at least the basic one.
Right.
Kasi kailangan that's the medium now, whenever they teach their classes, it's English na talaga.
And wait, sorry. Kayo naman, I can't remember because I took up French in college. I know Akaiko took up French, right?
Yeah. French.
Yeah. We were classmates. We were classmates for a while. We were, right?
Siguro, atas kay Schmidt nata eh. Kay Schmidt. Kay Monsu Schmidt.
Shout out to you took up Spanish Or French? French ka din ba? I don't remember. Did you take up Spanish or French? Can you, no, nawala ba si Art?
Ay, ako ba? Sorry.
Yeah.
No. I took up Spanish. I took up
Okay,
Spanish.
so there.
Yeah.
Alright, so Akaiko, you kind of had to learn Spanish a bit, no? I mean,
Yung nung high school nag-Spanish ako.
okay. Okay.
So parang medyo may background.
Okay. Alright, so both of you are now back home in Manila.
Yes.
Question lang. Another question. If you don't mind sharing, why did you decide to move back to the Philippines?
Ikaw muna, Art, siguro.
I'm gonna go first. Ako muna. Okay. My main reason why I went back here to the Philippines is, I found out na yung teaching isn't really my thing. Although I enjoyed naman, it was an experience. I just didn't see myself, doing another year teaching again ng ganun. Para sa akin yung nakapag-travel na ako, na-experience ko how it is to become a teacher and see and do all these different things was enough for me already. Plus with COVID going on, medyo nakita ko parang baka hindi na ako masyado maka-travel, which was my main purpose. So kung hindi ko magawa yung traveling, at least pagbalik ko sa Philippines, makahanap ako ng job. I can, have a head start sa career na gusto kong pursue when I get back here. So, ayun lang. Yeah, it was mainly for experience lang. And now na-experience ko na siya, nakapag-travel naman ako kahit papaano. I was satisfied somehow, and it was enough for me to say na I can go home na.
Okay.
Ayun.
So what career do you plan to pursue naman now?
Ngayon, I'm applying for, I wanna go into embassies, embassies, consulates. I've never really ventured into that, even though alam ko consular and diplomatic affairs, hindi pa ako naka-venture dun sa path na yun. So this is the time I wanna try to pursue that, and experience how it is to be in that venture.
Good luck with that, Art.
Thank you so much.
Okay, how about you, Akaiko? What's your story?
Ako naman is sayang kasi ayoko sana umalis kasi I was having the time of my life there in Madrid talaga. Talagang sobrang saya, but unfortunately COVID happened. So yun, yung fase 0 pa lang kasi meron silang 4 phases, parang transition plan to the new normal. So nung fase 0 pa lang, kasi yun yung pinakamatagal na stage parang it took 3 months ata. So parang dun pa lang, mag-isa lang ako sa flat, nag-iisip ako ng mga possibilities, tapos nakabantay ako dun sa parang chart nila nung daily active cases. Tapos nakita ko na parang kung itutuloy ko siya, medyo risky, na there's a chance na makancel yung program. So parang I think it would be best na umuwi na lang ako, since pag uwi ko rin naman dito, may business naman kami, hindi naman ako mawawala ng trabaho. So parang it's a win-win situation. Pero sayang kasi ang dami sanang sana mag-ano pa ako mag-extend pa ako for another year. Kasi yun, sayang talaga.
Akaiko, given the chance, would you, let's say, next year and the next 2 years mag-open ulit sila. I think that's a yearly thing naman. Would you go back and try?
Siguro not anymore, I think. Kasi nakakommit na ako dito sa business namin.
Okay.
Actually, yun talaga yung initial plan ko before ako pumunta ng Spain talaga. Dapat yung parents ko talaga against dun sa plan ko magpunta sa Spain. So dapat talaga dun ako sa family business namin. Kaso masyado lang matigas yung ulo ko. Alright.
Okay. Nako, Akaiko. But alright. So, did you guys fly back pala together?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
we both go back together.
And how was it? Were you guys kind of scared?
It was better than I expected.
Okay, sige.
Yung
Let's
sa,
see. Go, Akaiko.
Ay, sige. Sino
Go
ba
ahead.
muna?
Go ahead, okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Nung siguro nung paalis ng Madrid, hindi pa kami kabado eh. Nung pati yung layover nung sa Turkey, sa Istanbul, hindi pa. Pero nung pagdating mo talaga ng Manila, so yung Ninoy Aquino International Airport, kasi yung pagka-taxi ng plane talaga, biglang nagsalita yung quarantine officer na, oh, this is your quarantine officer. Or you could really tell from the tone of the quarantine officer na talagang, you're now in the ground zero, na we're taking this seriously. Parang alam mo yung sa Monster Inc. yung code 2319, parang doon talaga yung vibe. Paglabas mo pa ng plane, ganun yung mga suot nila. So parang doon kami kinabahan ni Art parehas. Parang sabi namin, pare, this is it, man. Sana mabuhay
That's
tayo.
true. Flying out of Spain's airport nila, you were really calm kasi makikita mo na maraming mga guards, maraming naglilinis, basta it's very clean inside the airport. Same in Turkey, halos ganun din.
Especially in Istanbul talaga.
Yeah, sa Istanbul. Dito
Parang
lang
mask
talaga
off
sa
na
Manila
sila
kami
dun eh.
medyo.
Yeah.
Sa Istanbul, mask off na sila nun. Yung, diba, Art? Yung parang
Yeah.
overtime.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I bet. Kasi, I can't also imagine. I would also be scared kasi it's real.
Yeah.
I forgot who mentioned it. I think it was Pia who mentioned it a while ago. One of our friends mentioned that this is real. It's I mean, it's not. This is something new also. Who would have thought that we would all go through a pandemic? This is
Yeah.
Nobody expected it.
so understandable. But you guys are okay. I mean, you're home now.
Thank God.
Which is, you guys are okay. You guys are well. So praise God for that. And Akaiko, you had to take another flight, no?
Ano yun?
From
Excuse me?
You had to take another flight from Manila to Bicol.
Yeah. Actually, I did yung swab test ko parang 3 beses ako nag-swab test nun.
Oh,
Tapos, yung
It
quarantine
is
ko,
not
2
fun.
beses din.
It's not fun.
Kasi mas strict sila dito sa Legazpi. Talagang seryoso sila sa pag-quarantine. So, pagkalipad ko after, nag-quarantine ako sa Manila for 2 days or 3 days. Tapos nag-ano na nga lang ako Makati Med. So, I booked a private swab testing sa Makati Med para 1 day lang. Hindi ko na hinintay yung sa Red Cross kasi usually it takes up to 3 to 5 days. Same lang naman yung expenses. So, pagpunta ko ng Legazpi, another quarantine so total ko ata parang 14 days plus home quarantine. Mahirap actually. Masakit yung swab testing.
I heard.
Tatlong beses ba?
Yeah. 3 times ka pa. Akaiko.
Oo, 3 times.
Yan na. You can withstand anything. Okay. So you experienced also na being locked down in Spain. How was that for you guys? I asked this question to the rest of the gang a while ago. What was it like for you guys? Kasi, as I mentioned, at such a young age, you guys were alone. I mean, you have your roommates, you have each other, but there right now a lot of people would want to be with their families. So how did you guys cope with that?
I think we had to find ways to cope by keeping ourselves distracted, sabi nga nila. So I guess we started watching new TV series, yung mga ganon. Ako personally, I learned how to cook a little bit more. Doon ako nakapag-explore since I had so much time. Malapit lang yung grocery sa amin. So I wasn't able to do it as much when we had, the regular normal days. So ngayon na I had a lot of time to myself. Ayun, I started doing all those cooking, exercising ulit kapag balik ko sa pag-exercise sa bahay. Yun lang basically for the past 3 months. But once it got better, a little bit better around June, medyo nakakapaglabas-labas na rin kami. So, So we found other ways to somehow keep our mental stabilities a little bit more sane by taking walks. Sometimes we would meet all together, kami nila, sila Pao, sila Bianca, sila Jigger. We would take small day trips, nag-hike kami, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, ayun lang, but just, just staying safe lang overall. But, yung mga small ways na yun to help you, keep stable lang yung mental health, And I think that helps. Seeing each other, calling each other from time to time, tremendously helps. Talaga.
Were you guys roommates?
No.
No. Okay.
Malayo si Art.
Really?
Yeah. Medyo
Okay,
malayo. Lahat sila nasa sentro. I live 40 minutes away from the center, south of Madrid.
Okay. Near the school. Your school?
A little bit near the school. It's complicated how I go to school, pero yeah, it's south of Madrid.
Okay. And then, Akaiko, did you have a roommate?
Yeah, we were 6 in one flat. So ako lang yung Filipino, may British, may American, Spanish.
How was it? Naman?
Actually, it's fun. It was fun kasi talagang matutunan mo yung ibang culture nila eh. Tapos, actually, swerte nga sa roommates ko kasi alam mo naman, di ba, mahirap makisama pero sila talaga. Then we had this system na meron kami monthly contribution for the communals. And then, pag may concerns kami talagang may meeting kami to raise our concerns para pag-usapan namin. So, maswerte ako sa roommates ko.
That's nice. That's
I can
really nice.
attest to that. He had really good roommates.
Yeah. Naging kaibigan din nila, naging kaibigan nila Art pati Jigger yung mga roommates ko.
Oh, nice. That's really nice. At least, you got to experience. Something good came out of this. A lot. Based from all your cuentos. Okay, so thanks for sharing, you guys. We are actually gonna go on break. But when we come back, the gang is gonna be all together in one screen, and we are gonna talk more about their experiences in Madrid. So we are gonna be right back after these few announcements.
We'll be back shortly, making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila. Are you ready to explore a new kind of music? Yung bang kakaiba na hindi mo pa napapakinggan, mga bagong artist? Discover them, hear them in Napalm Hour. Ang Napalm ay ang new all-Pinoy alternative music source na para sa kakaibang musika. Alternative artists and bands all the time. Catch them at Napalm Hour. Mondays through Fridays, 12 noon to 1 p.m. and 8 to 9 p.m. Streaming live on V81 Radio mobile app. Kaya i-download mo na for free. Now na! Now back to Making a Difference. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.
All right, welcome back to Making a Difference. So just before the short break that we had, I interviewed two of my other friends, and they shared their experiences from when they were in Madrid and now that they're back in Manila. So for the last segment that I have on my show, I'm gonna call back everyone on screen. The whole gang is gonna be on screen, and we are gonna talk about more experiences, because I personally would wanna get to know what else they've been. There we go. Is this everyone? Yeah. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. This is everyone already. Yeah. So I wanna know, no, what was it like? Was there like a difference with pre-pandemic? Because I mean, I would see photos, and I'd be like, oh man, I wish I was with you guys. It looked so much fun. But what was it like pre-pandemic? Like, was it? I bet it was easier to find out. compared there.
Medyo nag-echo yung
There we go. Okay, medyo nag-echo tayo doon. Alright. So, yeah. Anyone could share kwento mo and all. Hold on. Yeah. So, ayan. Yeah. What was my question? Okay, sorry. Going back na medyo na-distract ako sa echo na yun. But okay, there. That's gone. Yeah, so I bet it was different pre-pandemic. I bet it was easier for you guys to all hang out. So maybe you guys could share like ano yung mga differences when you would hang out before and after the pandemic, like when everything was okay, when the new normal was already set up.
Mhm. Siguro yung main... Okay, you guys go first.
I know you go first, Art.
Go ahead, man.
Sige, si Art first, tapos si Jigger next.
Okay. Well, yung biggest difference din siguro pre and after the pandemic, when things became a little bit better was whenever we would hang out, dati, nung medyo malala pa, we would hang out in the houses pa lang, dun lang sa bahay. And then after we started to, ayun na, yung para mga small hikes, nakikipagkita kami sa labas from time to time, although we're still practicing yung distancing and yung mga safety measures. So it's just being more careful afterwards. Tapos, so before naman, ayun nga, just being safe, staying home, stuff like that.
Okay. How about Jigger and Nicole? You guys were gonna mention something a while ago.
Oh, well, same lang naman with what he said. I agree. But yeah, before the pandemic, it was much easier to go out. And well, mainly, at least like in my case, a lot of me and my friends, we were gonna travel abroad talaga because being in Spain, it's so easy to go to the other European countries. So that all changed. Fire Nation. And sorry. Okay. Yeah. And then during the pandemic, so for a while we couldn't see each other. Pero when we started seeing each other, yun, it was just in each other's houses. And then there was a curfew of 11, so people had to leave early. So there. But yeah. But I mean, at least it's, to be honest, we're so lucky to be here, or because back home you guys can't even see each other, no?
No. I mean,
So,
okay. Now we can. The malls are already open. People are actually out now. So of course, you have to wear your face mask and
yeah.
required na ngayon mag-face shield. So, mainit yun. Mainit yun. Me personally, I don't go out unless needed. I haven't seen any of my friends. I think I've only seen like 3, and they
Mhm.
go, and we were just outside the house. No one even came
Yeah.
inside the house. We were just outside. But yeah, you guys,
Yeah.
like what you said, that's why I would see photos na parang, okay, so they're there in Madrid, and you guys could like hang out and all that, but still with social distancing. Na mention
Yes.
yes.
More or less. Social distancing.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay. Yun. You know what I realized talking to you guys? Talagang you really, well, all of you would agree on this, no? You had to really work on your mental health. So it really affected everyone mentally. Even here naman din. I think that's
Mhm.
the main issue. Maybe you guys could give an advice, especially maybe we have viewers who are alone, even here in Manila, because I know a few who are alone. They are stuck, and they can't really leave. They can't go back to their families. So maybe you could, I don't know, share some insight, give advice, especially to those who are alone and how they could cope up mentally, what they could do. If you have anything to share, go ahead.
Right. Okay. Well, for me, the what I would give as advice is, rather than video calling your friends and family, maybe what you can do as an individual is to find your passion. So find what makes you happy. What can you do when you're at home? So is it cooking? Maybe you can write. You can do writing. You can watch films or something like that, and then be creative
Yeah.
with what your passion is, so that you can find that happiness that you had before. And yeah, rather than going out and risking your health, so might as well do something creative at home to find the happiness in that.
Right.
Mhm.
Thanks for that, Jigger. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Um, Same answer with Jigger, but I think I will phrase it in a way na people should be able to find an outcome. So I know that, being some people can be frustrated, angry. Now what you can do is all those emotions into, like, let's say, meditation, exercise, baking, trying something new,
Yeah.
or watching movies, see whatever works for you. So, like, it's not a one size fits
Yeah.
thing. For example, sa akin, what works is watching movie, exercising. For some people, it might not work. So the key is to really try everything until you find what works. So that's my advice. I mean, yeah, but
Nothing else to say. Already have every.
yeah.
Sana all. Okay, thanks for that, Bia. I miss talking to you, Bia. Bia is one of my, well, actually one of my best friends in college. Um, so I haven't seen her since since you left. I think even before you
Yeah.
left. Yeah. So I had two already of you guys on my show. I had Gabby and then I have you. So yeah, like that. But
It's been
thank you.
almost a year.
Yeah. Oo. Tagal na rin.
Oh, you.
Ayun. So, and thanks for that, Bia. Anyone else who would want to share their insights or give
I
advice?
think another thing that's important for people to know is that it's okay if you don't develop a routine quickly,
Right.
if you feel like you just want to be lazy all day.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Miss you,
it's
girl.
valid because for a while I was really feeling bad because like my roommate in Valencia developed a routine more or less, and I was just, I would wake up and then I would cook and then I would just watch TV all day, and I would feel bad because it's like, okay, I should be productive, but then sometimes it's just one of the of what's going on, and like what Bianca said, it's not like a one size fits all. Everyone
Yeah.
goes through it differently, and I
That's
think
right.
they should always validate na okay lang na I'm not doing anything. I don't need to do something to make myself feel worthy or like
Right.
feel productive or something.
Right.
Oh, I agree. Actually, I agree with you guys. Tama talaga sinabi ni Bia. Now yes, we're all going through this pandemic together, but we're all different. Then we all do things differently. So, thanks for the advice.
Exactly.
I hope the viewers watching take what you guys said into account. That's really important, and to also communicate. Communication is key. So, ayun. There's a question here. Very random question from a viewer. Has anybody learned now how to cook paella?
Ay, alright.
I think that's Arturo. I think
Si Arturo,
Oh,
I
ano,
think Arturo.
In, instant
It's
paella. Instant
wow.
paella.
parang something na sa box.
No.
Or nakamute ka, Art.
Oh, you're
Or,
muted. You're muted.
Ayun.
Mahirap.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not really making paella from scratch, but in the
Merong
groceries,
instant
there in
dito eh.
Spain, they would
Nabibigyan
sell
sa
those
supermarket.
packets of ready,
yeah.
yeah, ready to cook paella. They have the
Mhm.
rice na there, they have the sauce, the
Yeah.
mix, yung gulay, the meat, and everything else. You just heat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, not really learn how to cook
This,
paella. Maybe
Yeah.
instant paella.
So bakit si Art yung tinuro nyo? May ano ba yan? May background story?
Yeah, because he's a cook, sis.
Yung madalas magluto.
Chef,
Ito talaga.
chef.
Chef pala. Sorry, chef.
Yeah.
Mahilig lang.
Yung ano rin, yung adobo ni Jigger, solid.
Yeah, I cannot
Yeah,
stress
Jigger's
it.
adobo is
And
really good.
everyone has to taste Jigger's adobo.
That's
Aw.
it.
So, shout out.
Say I just for
What is so special about Jigger's adobo?
Okay.
It's orange.
Right. So my
Jigger made it.
It's a family recipe.
Oh, adobo
It's adobo Batangas. It's orange adobo.
Orange adobo?
Yeah, it's not that. Yeah, it's the adobo in Batangas. So
Ah.
yeah, at Suete yung ginagamit.
Okay.
And you have to use Filipino ingredients.
Oh, yeah,
I tried making adobo. Yung suka ko, may vinegar, and the soy sauce
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
That's right.
in datong puti. It didn't taste the same.
Yeah.
At least may Filipino store there, di ba? The one near
Yeah.
Bianca.
Mhm.
There's you can get there. And at least,
Yeah.
so parang it's like you guys never left home din, ano?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Another question. What is one thing you guys learned while living abroad that you will take with you till the end of time?
Bibal, you go first.
Yeah. It's like I've always said never had to. I never had.
Naging
I never.
Oh,
Okay,
problema.
naging robot si Viva, but we'll have her back on.
Okay.
Sige, anybody else muna while we're waiting for Bianca?
Mhm.
I think what I learned about living alone is how privileged I was back home.
Yeah. Totoo yan,
I think
totoo yan.
that's the one takeaway.
Why?
That I will like. I was so lucky back home. I mean, I'm still lucky now, but then I feel like living by yourself is such a life-changing experience because you do everything on your own. You plan things. Like there are so many things that you didn't realize you depended on other people
Mhm.
until you're actually in it. I mean, you kind of get the general idea that you're gonna do the cooking, you're gonna do the cleaning and stuff like that. But then it's also the meal prep. It's also like cleaning the bathroom every week. It's also
Right.
like cleaning the hair
Yeah.
on the floor. I mean, like it's all those little things that just I realize.
Yeah.
You
Magastos pala.
and magastos like
Budgeting talaga.
yeah, living by yourself is expensive.
Yeah. Lalo na
Sa
for art
akin,
and
what
kids, they always
I
go
learned
shopping.
is exactly na okay. So adding to what Nicole has said, what we learned together is basically a lot we didn't know we could do back home. Kasi yun nga, echoing what Nicole said, na we were somehow relatives, doing everything on your own. So natitest yung limit.
Yeah.
Diba? Um,
Okay.
Nababawasan tayo unti-unti.
Yeah, you really get to do things. So she said na she didn't realize na the things that she would do in Spain, she could tama ba ako? Or baliktad ata. Anyway, okay. But yeah, what Bia said was you really do things on your own talaga when you're alone. So I think that's where you learn them. And now we have Bianca back. So you were saying
Hi.
something
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
I've been I've been abroad for almost 3 years.
Mhm.
And yeah, I guess it's different because you have no choice. It's literally like your back is against the wall and you have to depend on yourself. Like I feel like the sun has set on the days that I ask my parents to for everything that but I know I can do it on my own. And
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
nice to discover. I discovered more of myself by being alone,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
really nice. And I
Mm.
Yeah.
keep discovering about myself things that I can do all along. I just refuse to, which is really
Mm.
nice.
Yeah. Self growth, no? Like, yeah.
True.
Adulting nga naman talaga. The theme of mga the youth today is adulting. Okay. Art, aside ko, kayo, now that you're back.
Other than what they said, na
Mm.
I agree on din. Siguro ang masasabi ko is na never be afraid to take a chance. Like yung program na to, before whenever I'm presented with these opportunities to work abroad, feeling ko it's gonna be too overwhelming for me, hindi ko to kaya. But once you set your mind into it, you have a goal, kaya mo yan. And just follow through, and if it's for you, it's gonna happen. So yun lang.
Okay ko. Any
So,
insight?
pretty much the same with what they said a while ago. Sa akin, kasi talaga main reason ko ba't ako pumunta sa Spain is personal growth talaga. Dito
Mm.
kasi sa Philippines, yun nga, sabi ni Nicole na-realize na how privileged siya sa, tapos, what else? Yun kasi dito sa Philippines talaga, everything is provided. No? Maswerte tayo sa family natin. Plus, yun nga, yun pala. Mas na-appreciate ko yung family. Being away from your family makes you appreciate them more.
Mm.
Tapos, budgeting side, stay away from temptations. Kasi we all know how expensive it is to live in Madrid. Diba? Talagang, kailangan mo talaga mag-budget wisely. Actually, nasabi nila lahat. So, yun lang. For me, yung sa madadagdag ko din yung I learned how to appreciate my family more.
I bet. Thanks, Akaiko. And, okay, Bia, Paolo, are you guys there? I think so. Are they there? Are they okay?
Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything?
No, basically to echo what everyone said, it's an experience. Can you hear us?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. So it's basically time management and being more efficient as a whole.
Balancing.
Balancing work and your daily life has been one of the most challenging, like I don't know, obstacles that we've had to face ever since we first came here. Um, ang daming matututunan just by going to another country and living by yourself. It's more than just teaching students and earning money. It's also
Knowing what you're capable of
knowing
doing.
what you're capable of. Yeah, that's the right term.
Nice. I love how you're finishing each other's sentences already. Sorry. You know, I'm a fan of you guys. All right. Okay.
Nakakainis.
Sorry. Pinilig ako ng slide. Okay. Okay. All right. So there you have it. You have these are my friends who are in Madrid, and we have Art and Akaiko who are now back in the Philippines, and they got to share their experiences and their insights on what it's like living alone, especially now during a pandemic. So thanks, everyone. Thank you, Jigger, Nicole,
Thank
Art,
you.
Akaiko, Yang,
Thank you for having us.
Gia,
Hey,
and
thanks
Pao.
for having us then.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I hope to see you guys soon, and please take care, especially the ones in Madrid. You guys take care always, and I
Thank
will see
you.
you guys soon. Stay safe, everyone.
Right.
Thank you
Stay
so much.
safe and clean.
True.
Bye.
Likewise.
Likewise,
Thank
likewise.
you.
Bye.
So much. Have a
Bye-bye.
nice
Thank
day.
you,
Bye. Oh,
Erica.
shout out. Gusto ni Chad ng
Oh,
shout out.
shout out.
Ay, okay, okay.
Chad Angeles, thank you for watching.
Chad, Uy, si Chad. Hi, Chad.
Nag-comment ngayon ko lang nakita.
Hi, Chad, and hi, everyone who
Hi
commented and
everyone else.
who supported. Especially again the CDA community. There were some people. Thanks again. Thanks for always supporting us. Lagi na lang nakita ko pag
Oh,
may CDA student.
thank you.
Yeah, shout out to Sir Gary ulit. Sir Gary, Miss Samaniego, who's now the chairwoman.
So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, si Sir Binay, who was the dean during our time. Hi also. To all our
Yes, sir,
professors,
George.
diba?
So,
Alright.
shout out din sa LF13. Mga OG LF13.
Oh,
They're watching
our block
show.
namin yun, Akay ko and Mia. That was our first block. LF13. Hi, you guys. Oh, college. So, yun. Any more shout out? Shout out, family.
Oh, shout out daw.
Jigger ata may shout out.
Shout out to my family, Andy, Spike, Papa, Mama, and my dog T-Bone.
T-Bone.
My dog T-Bone.
Yes.
Ayun. Any more shout out?
Shout out to my family. Yan, Camille, mom, dad, and my dog Coco.
Miss ka na daw, Nicole. Si ate Nicole.
Shout out to Aliyah, I miss you.
Oh, si Aliyah, another anchor on V81.
Yeah, and hi to Trish too. I got your message.
Thanks, friendship. Super mga friends natin nandito.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it for today's show. Thanks you guys again for
Thank you,
coming.
Erica. Congrats on your show.
Wait, thanks
Yeah,
for
Thank you, Erica, for having us. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Take care.
Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye.
There you have it. That was today's episode again. So these are my friends who are in Spain, who went to Madrid, and they shared their insights on what it's like living abroad, living away from their families, especially now that we're all going through this pandemic. So I think the theme of today, when it comes to the millennials, is adulting. Again, if you didn't catch Aliyah's show, Beauty in a Box, so her show is every Saturdays 1 to 2:30 p.m. You can also check her out on Facebook, and her previous episodes are also on our YouTube channel. Everything is there. All our other shows are there. So so she's the show right before me, and her theme also today was about adulting. So I guess it just so happened that today also on Making a Difference is sort of about adulting as well. I hope you guys are doing well. And before I end the show, of course, V81 Radio, we have more shows, as I mentioned. So after my show, we have another show later on at 6 p.m. So that's Madame Venus. And then to end your Saturday nights, we have Rainbow Society at 9 p.m. Then we have more shows tomorrow. Super jam-packed from morning to evening. So we have Startup Nation in the morning, Talk Shop Asia, shout out to Sir Rolly, Napalm with Sir Charlie and Sir Farge. Then we have Let's Chat with Tita Gracie, shout out also to Tita Gracie. And of course, to end your Sunday nights, we have Musta Pops. And we also have a couple of shows during the weekdays. So feel free to check us out on Facebook. That's V81 Radio. We're also on Twitter. We are also on Instagram as well, V81 Radio. And our YouTube channel. So again, as mentioned, you can find my episodes and all the other shows, all their previous episodes, since episode 1. They're all there on our YouTube channel. So that's V81 Radio. So that is it for today's episode on Making a Difference. I hope you all enjoyed today's conversation as much as I did. I miss talking to my friends, and it's really nice to hear and catch up with with the people that you know and that you love, who are dear to your heart. So yeah, everybody stay safe. Again, let me just remind you, please wear your masks and now face shields when you have to go out. Practice social distancing, and also practice proper hygiene as well. And yeah, just stay safe, everyone. Take care, and I will see you guys next week, same time, same place. Bye, everyone.
The program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Making a difference. Making a difference. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erika Mison. Together with her cool millennials, they will be making a difference. Every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81 Radio. South Manila. Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy, your all hits, all Pinoy digital radio station in South Manila. This is V81 Radio.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan.